Chapter 1, Mishnah 7. The Mishnah expounds on a verse in the Torah to teach a law about zomimim witnesses. The Torah states, by the word of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall the condemned person be put to death. Deuteronomy 17:6. If testimony is valid with 2 witnesses, as the verse begins, by the word of 2 witnesses, why did Scripture mention that testimony is valid with 3 witnesses? If 2 are enough, 3 are certainly enough. Rather, the verse mentions 3 witnesses to compare the law of 3 witnesses to that of 2 witnesses as follows. Just as a group of 3 witnesses is obviously believed to make a smaller group of 2 witnesses into zomimim, so can 2 witnesses make a larger group of 3 witnesses into zomimim. And from where do we know that 2 witnesses can make even a group of 100 witnesses into zomimim? To teach this, the Torah states the word witnesses twice, by the word of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses. This teaches that every set of witnesses has the same law, no matter how many witnesses it contains. Accordingly, since the Torah states that one set of witnesses is believed to say that another set is zomimim, they are believed even if the first set contains 100 witnesses and the second set contains 2 witnesses. The Mishnah discusses another law learned from the Torah's phrase, by the word of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses. A set of 2 witnesses cannot be punished as zomimim unless both witnesses become zomimim. That is, another group of witnesses must say, both of you were in a different place at that time. If the second group says, one of you was in a different place at that time, the witness who was discredited is not punished. The next Tana derives from our verse that this law applies to larger groups of witnesses as well. Rabbi Shimon says the Torah mentions 2 witnesses together with 3 witnesses to teach that just as 2 witnesses cannot be executed as zomimim unless both of them are found to be zomimim, so too a group of 3 witnesses cannot be executed unless all 3 are found to be zomimim. If only 2 out of the 3 are found to be zomimim, none of them are put to death. And from where do we know that the same applies even to a group of 100 witnesses? To teach this, the Torah states the word witnesses an extra time. This teaches that no matter how large the group, none of them can be punished as zomimim unless the entire group is found to be zomimim. The next Tana derives a different law from the Torah's mention of the word 3 witnesses. Rabbi Akiva says the mention of the 3rd witness does not come to teach any of the laws taught earlier. Rather, it comes to teach that if a group of 3 witnesses is found to be zomimim, we must be strict with the 3rd witness and give him the same judgment as the other 2 witnesses. That is, we punish the 3rd witness just as we punish the first 2 witnesses. Although his testimony was not actually needed, since the testimony of the other 2 witnesses would have been enough to convict the defendant, the 3rd witness is nevertheless punished for his false testimony along with the other 2 witnesses. Rabbi Akiva notes a moral lesson that can be learned from this law. If so, that the 3rd witness is punished because he joined a group of false witnesses, even though he was not needed, we see that Scripture punished someone who joined with sinners just as it punished the sinners themselves. We see Scripture punish someone who joined with sinners just as it punished the sinners themselves. How much more so will God reward someone who joins people performing a mitzvah just as he rewards those actually performing the mitzvah? The reward for mitzvahs is always greater than the punishment for sins. Thus, if one who joins a group of sinners gets the same punishment as the actual sinners, surely one who joins a group performing a mitzvah will give the same reward as those actually performing the mitzvah.